Hello and welcome to X and Y Gaming Casually Competitive. And in today's video, Impromptu Yu-Gi-Oh! The entire premise of which is if you carry around just this one deck box, you'll have count them, 6 whole decks at any given point in time. That way, you can pretty much show up anywhere, find any one person and say, "It's time to duel!" And they have pretty much no excuse to decline. Well, you know, in case they just don't want to or don't even know you. Say, "Get the hell away from me, you stranger. Seriously, I will call the cops on you." Basically, around earlier this year, they released 2 starter sets with 3 decks in them each. The basics of this is if you buy 3 of each, you can then build the proper deck for each character, and then again have Impromptu Yu-Gi-Oh! At any given point in time. Just find 2 people, give each one of your persons a deck, and then you can play. Normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be about 8,000 life points and a 40 card deck. Well, Speed Duel is only 20 cards in a deck and only 4,000 life points. With 1 deck per character, we're going to try to speed through them all, so let's go! Each character deck comes with 3 character skill cards, and each skill card does something different. In the instance of Power of Dark, at the beginning of the duel, it is turned face up and placed in the field spell zone and treated like the field spell Yami. However, each of the character decks I've built are based off 1 skill card, and this instance, Final Draw is the card I went with Yugi. Starting off with a deck with normal monsters, we have 1 Rogue Doll. 3 Legion of the Fiend Jester. This guy can allow you an extra normal summon of a tributable monster, and the one you want to go for is one of these 2 Dark Magician Girls. Next, we won 1, count them, 1 Dark Magician, because we don't want to have too many in our hands. 3 Wonder Ones for the attack boost or to draw 2. 2,000 Knives so you can have a better chance of destroying at least 1 monster. 2 Sage's Stone to use with the Dark Magician Girl to get out the Dark Magician. Dark Magic Attack. 1 Ryuroku for running anything over. 2 Magician's Circle for summoning one of your Dark Magician Girls out. A Magic Jammer for stopping spells. And 7 Tools of the Bandit for stopping traps. The Final Draw ability states, activate this skill during your main phase. Once per turn, during your turn, you may place a counter on this skill. If it has 3 or more counters, when you would draw a card, you may search your deck for any card and add it to your hand instead. At the end of the turn you use this skill, you lose the duel. So basically, you're trying to stall long enough to get the last card you need, so by the time you do, you're pretty much going full ham and going for game. Of course, if you don't, you'll lose. So don't do that. Next up is the Joey deck. And unfortunately for him, and I guess me, they kinda screwed him over with some of the most basic fusion monsters you could possibly imagine. But because I love extra deck mechanics, I absolutely went full ham for the fusions. Meaning, when it comes down to a Joey Wheeler skill card, I absolutely went with Palominization. Palominization states that during your turn, you may reveal 1 normal monster in your hand. This turn, that monster can substitute for any 1 fusion material. If you do, the other 1 fusion materials must be the correct ones. This skill can only be used once per duel, and that's fine as well and dandy. So to start off with, we run 3 Red Eyes Black Dragons. 3 Baby Dragons. At least 1 Time Wizard for the Polymerization Fusion. Double Coston, so that way you have a 2 tribute 1 monster for Red Eyes Black Dragon. 3 Graceful Dice to cheese the attack. 2 Polymerization so that you can perform your fusion. 2 Dice Spoon for spell trap removal. 1 Shard of Greed for slow but serious draw power. 2 Red Eyes Spirits so that you can then bring back from the graveyard the Red Eyes Black Dragon you sent to the graveyard with Palominization. Kunai with Chain to stop an attack. And Champion's Vigilance to negate a thing. The fusion monsters we run are, of course, 3000 Dragon, because he's the best one, 1 Alligator Sword Dragon, and 1 Flame Swordsman. Admittedly, these two are pretty much never ever going to get used, but you're allowed up to at least 5 extra deck cards, and I can only run 3000 Dragon. Moving on to the Pegasus deck. Considering that Pegasus pretty much by proxy has to use tunes, I mean, come on, it's the law. The only skill card I care about is It's a Tune Rolled, which of course states that at the beginning of the duel, turn it face up, and this card is treated as Tune World. Basically, it's a free Tune World without having to pay the 1000 life point cost. So the first 2 non-tunes are 2 Rogue Dolls, 1 Tune Masked Sorcerer, 3 Tune Mermaids because, oh my god, being able to special summon her for free is amazing. 2 Tune Summon Skull because he's the highest attacking tune you have access to. 2 Relinquish just for the pure and simple fact that, well, he runs Relinquish, so might as well. 2 Black Illusion Rituals, how else are you going to get relinquished out? 3 Tune Tables of Contents, it is free real estate. 1 Tune Rollback because you only need 1 given you run 3 Tune Table of Contents. 1 Mimicat, hey, why not? Have fun, you know what I mean? 1 Tune Rolled because you need at least 1 backup just in case. 1 Ryoroku so you can run anything over. And 1 Tune Defense so maybe you can survive through 1 turn before hitting with a double attack of twin... Survive with Tune Defense to use Tune Rollback on Tune Summon Skull to attack twice for about 5000 damage. Next is Ishizu. Out of Ishizu's 3 skills, I'm probably going to have to say either Millennium Necklace or Gravekeeper's Lot would be my go-to skill, but admittedly I don't necessarily care for this deck. Either I'm just an idiot or I built the deck wrong. No, wait, no, it's both, sorry. 3 Gravekeeper's Priestess because without them you wouldn't have Necro Valley in the first place. 3 Gravekeeper's Spear Soldier because his attack is pretty good and also he can inflict piercing battle damage. 1 Gravekeeper's Recruiter. 2 Gravekeeper's Chief. I mean, this monster is amazing. First of all, you tribute a monster, summon him out, and then bring the thing back that you tributed for him in the first place. And 1 Gravekeeper's Oracle because Daddy needs a boss monster. 2 Hidden Temples of Necro Valley, which admittedly are a little difficult to pull off, but once you do, it's pretty sweet. 2 Gravekeeper's Steel because they are recyclable. 1 Shard of Greed for slow but sure draw power. 3 Rite of Spirit because why would you not want free Monster Reborn trap cards? And 2 The Golden Apples for hanging in there just a little bit longer. My beautiful baby boy Seto Kaiba. Shout out to Dorian. That man is Seto Kaiba. Mwah, beautiful man. When it comes to the skill cards for Seto Kaiba, there's literally only one that matters. Dragon Caller, baby. If you're not running Dragon Caller, you're doing it wrong, let me tell you right now. 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Again, if you're not running 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, you're doing it wrong. 2 Tyrant Dragons. 3 Lord of D. A Kaiba Man. And a Twin-Headed Behemoth. So basically, by the way, in case you don't know, Dragon Caller is very simple. If you successfully normal summon Lord of D, you then get to search out a copy of the Flute of Summoning Dragon from your deck. Conversely, if you have the Flute of Summoning Dragon in your hand, you then get to search out the Lord of D from your deck. So basically, Dragon Caller makes sure you get this combo off one way or another, no matter what. Next, of course, are 2 Stamping Destruction, so you can get rid of any back row that are in your way. Shard of Greed for that slow but sure draw power, and in retrospect, I'm not sure if it belongs here, but it's Kaiba, he's greedy. Might as well go with it. 2 Dragon's Rebirth for those sneaky Trap Dragon plays. 2 Trap Jammers to stop anything from happening in the battle phase. And a Champion's Vigilance because Blue Eyes doesn't take crap from no one. And last but not least, my absolute #1 actual favorite deck from the Speed Duels starter set. My Valentine's skill card Tribal Synergy will allow you to draw 3 cards on its own. Do you like Pot of Greed? Do you like Pot of Greed +1? Do you like it being built into your deck? Then you like My Valentine and then you love Tribal Synergy. Basically, the way it states is, if I show you a Harpy and an Amazoness from my hand, I get to draw a card. Then, if I happen to have one of each of them on the field, I get to draw 2 cards. Drawing 3 cards on your opponent just for the hell of it? Oh, yes please. And just so we can get that sweet delicious +3, we are running 3 Harpy Lady 1, specifically because she has a +300 attack boost, so why would you not? 2 Harpy Lady Sisters, because I want to be able to get her off twice. 3 Amazoness Swordswoman. I swear to God, if you run anything less than this, you are doing it wrong. 2 Amazoness Chainmaster, so we can hopefully get that Amazoness Harpy +3 draw effect off sooner. And because we're running both Harpies and Amazoness, I am running 1 Amazoness Village and 1 Harpy's Hunting Ground. The fact that I can take off back row with this one turn, and then also keep my Amazoness powered up the next, is just the beautiful spice of life. 2 Elegant Egotists so that you can turn the ladies into more ladies. Triangle Ecstasy Spark because we're trying to have a little fun here. 3 Amazoness Heirloom, which when you combo with Amazoness Swordswoman basically becomes the I win combo. And 3 Windstorm of Edequa, because we need some beautiful battle traps, baby. And there you have it in a speedy nutshell, the Speed Duel Starter Set Structure Deck Speed Deck Profile Set. As stated in the intro of the video, this is a setup for Impromptu Yu-Gi-Oh! If you find yourself out hanging with some buddies or with friends, or you find that one random person in the back of a Denny's and you say, hey, it's time to duel. Well, you give them their choice of one of your 6 decks and you pick the one that you know you're going to win with and just have fun. Or maybe your kid's grounded from playing their Nintendo Switch and you say, hey, like you have anything else better to do, might as well play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever comes first, and whatever life may bring you, you can do what I do and have 6 decks at any given point in time for some good old impromptu Yu-Gi-Oh! And hey, before you go out to do your own duels, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Woo! Now I just gotta edit it.